Welcome to NERDvember. It's day 5 and I'll be profiling 5 of my favorite TV shows that make me geek out. First up is Spaced. All the episodes are directed by Edgar Wright. You might know him from Shaun of the Dead and as well as Hot Fuzz, and he directed Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It follows these two characters, Tim and Daisy, who are dumped and have no place to stay, so they pose as a couple in order to rent this apartment that's only designated for couples only. And throughout the series, they kind of try to keep up with their cover of being a couple, and as well as trying to move on with their own relationship with other people. And it's just really great. It's really funny. It makes all kinds of pop culture references to Pulp Fiction, Blues Brothers, Jurassic Park. It's just all over the place, and it's shot very fast, and it just feels fast, and it's all uncut. It's a British TV show, so it's just really great. Next show is Reaper. It's about this guy named Sam who turns 21. He ends up having to be a bounty hunter for hell because his mom and dad sold his soul to the devil before he was even born, because the dad was very sick at the time, and he kind of made a deal with the devil saying, you can have the soul of my firstborn child if you save my life. And he kind of outsmarts the parents because they say they're not going to have a child, but he ends up outsmarting them anyways. And it's just really great because the supporting cast is really funny. That's kind of what makes the show spectacular. It only lasted a couple seasons before it got canceled, but all the episodes are very good. They're very funny because in order to collect the souls to bring them back to hell, they have devices. Ranges from like a dirt devil vacuum cleaner to just a baseball, and it's just really funny because he doesn't quite know how to use the weapons and the devices, and it's just really funny. You start kind of meeting up with other people of like heaven and hell. You got demons and angels. It's just really great. The next show I'll be talking about is Heroes. It lasted 4 seasons, but it's probably one of my favorites just because I'm a big fan of superhero TV shows. I'll kind of get into that one in the next DVD, but this one is just one of my favorites. 4 seasons. Second season's a little short because of the writer's strike, but it's just kind of spans of this character, just different characters. You got this guy who can absorb everybody's powers. You got the indestructible cheerleader. You got the main villain, who's played by Zachary Quinto. He kind of has the superpower to kind of how things work, so he can take over their superpower, but they're dead. But he has to kill them. Just really great. And then there's humans in this way, as well as like who actually team up with fellow supers, and it's just really great. It's only, like I said, it only lasted 4 seasons before it got canceled, but it should be highly checked out. Next is my favorite superhero TV show, Smallville. It lasted 10 seasons. It follows the mythos of Superman from being Clark Kent, farm boy, to Clark Kent, daily reporter, to Superman. You meet up with all of his major supervillains. You got General Zod, Brainiac, Doomsday, Darkseid. Then other characters, you got Lois Lane, Aquaman, Cyborg, Hawkman. I think Flash shows up in there sometimes. Then you got kind of dwells into the Legion, the people who have the Legion rings. That was a really good episode. The one I can think of off the top of my head, they kind of have this hangover episode where it just after a night at a party and everything just goes terribly wrong, and you just see the aftermath of them just trying to trace their steps backwards, and it's just that's probably the best, one of my favorite episodes, just because it kind of shows the characters kind of having fun. Then all those previous TV shows are either canceled or kind of reached the end of their line, but the show I'm about to talk to you is one of my favorite TV shows that is currently on the air. It's on Sci-Fi. I think it's going into the 3rd season. It's Being Human. It follows three supernatural entities. You got a werewolf, a ghost, and a vampire. They all kind of come together under one roof to kind of be normal. The vampire is trying to just kind of be normal and not be so vampire-ish. That's kind of the best way I can say it. You got the werewolf who's trying to come to terms with being a werewolf and just trying to how to fit in, knowing that every full moon he turns into a monster and could kill somebody. Then you got the ghost. Her name's Sally, who can't leave the house. And then they bring in another ghost to kind of help her kind of come to terms with being a ghost. And it's just really just about these three people who have supernatural abilities to kind of learn to be human. That's exactly what's the perfect title. And it's also a remake of a British TV show called Being Human. I do like both series, but I'm just more partial to the American version. But I have tons more TV shows I like. Okay, Game of Thrones, Boardwalk, Shameless, Once Upon a Time, The Walking Dead. It just goes on from there. But my final assessment of all these TV shows is that Space. It's only 12 episodes, so it's really, really funny. So you should check it out if you're a big fan of like Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that. Reaper. It's 2 seasons. I think the first season's like 22 episodes. Second season 13. That's definitely worth checking out if you have some like spare time between your season shows. Like Walking Dead just ended. We won't be picking up until January. Back in February. It's just kind of a nice filler. Then you got, what's my next show? Heroes. Sorry, that's a big. That's a nice filler as well. Because there's 22 episodes per season, except for number 2. I do believe it's only 12 because of the writer's strike, cut the season in half. Then you got Smallville. That's if you have nothing going on. That's just a great TV show to kind of pick up and just watch from the very beginning to see how well the show has progressed as a TV show. Kind of starts Monster of the Week to just kind of very mature storyline in terms of storytelling. The Being Human, it's just really great because for being a show on television and it's on sci-fi, I know sci-fi shows kind of and their sci-fi movies and TV shows kind of get a little bad rep, but this is actually a really good one. Like Haven's a good one. I watched a few episodes of that. It's just Battlestar Galactica was on there, so and there's sci-fi does have some credibility when it comes to television shows. So, that's really all I gotta say. My name is Max James. I am a two-ton nerd, and I'm going to go geek out.